Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraят Nashta Prayesu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki अमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले सोऽयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणस्य रघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदान् Sagana Lalita Sri Visakhambhitam cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishavanhu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatrivasya Kurpa Sindhu Vaivacha Patitanam Pavanabhya Vaishnavya Namo Namah Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedantu Swamiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So today is very auspicious day. Today is the Bhadra Purnima. So on this very auspicious day, the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam seems to appears. So therefore, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam on this very day is very important to discuss about Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Also, gift anybody Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. It is stated in this Bhagavatam that particularly on this day is very auspicious. If on the full moon day of the month of Bhadra, one places Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam on a golden throne, gives it as a gift, he will attain the supreme transcendental destination. So therefore, let us discuss about this glories of the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, how Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is way to immortality or is a road to Golaka Vrindavan. So today we will discuss about the transcendental, these enormous glories of the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So at present moment, and this discussion is very important, it pleases Krishna. It is stated in this beautiful verses, the discussion about the scriptures, particularly where the as Prabhupada say that Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is all about the narrations, a description of the transcendental activities of the Lord and his devotees. So when you discuss about the pastimes or transcendental activities of the Lord and his devotee, it is very auspicious, and it invokes immense blessings and unbounded mercy from the Lord. In these beautiful verses, it is stated that smarantascha mitho aghogha haram harim bhaktyā sanjayate bhaktyā vibrati utpulakam tanum. In this verse, say that devotee of the Lord constantly discuss the glories of the personality of Godhead among themselves. Thus, they constantly remember the Lord, remind one another of his qualities and pastime. In this way, by the devotion to the principle of Bhakti Yoga, devotee please the personality of Godhead, who takes away from them everything inauspicious. So how important it is discussing. The benefit of discussing, it pleases the personality of the Godhead. Not only that, it takes away everything that is inauspicious. Being purified of all impediment, the devotee awakened to pure love of Godhead. See, this is the glories of Bhagavatam, that it not only pleases, if we discuss, if we hear and chant, glorify the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is the full of narration of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his pure devotees, it not only pleases the Supreme Lord, it drives away all our inauspiciousness, all our impediments, and it also awakens the pure love of Godhead. Thus, even within this world, their spiritualized body exhibits symptoms of transcendental ecstasy, such as standing of the bodily hair on there. So, in this particular world, within this world also, if we regularly hear Bhagavatam, discuss Bhagavatam among the devotees, one can not only awaken pure love of Godhead, also one can exhibit the symptoms of that transcendental ecstasy. How potent is Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Therefore, it is said that nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naiṣkarmyam. So, at present moment, we are infected by a lot of infection, material infection. Nasta prayasu abhadra. Abhadra means all kind of infection, rajagun, satagun and tamagun. All three are infection. As long as we are infected, there is no chance of being cured, a healthy condition. So material world is infection. So in order to disinfect this impediment or predicament or the disease, we have to hear. Therefore, in the beginning of the Bhagavatam, it is a nasta prayasu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naiṣkarmyam. All this infection will be get rid. Our problem, our predicament, our precarious situation in this material world, we have torn away from the Lord. As a result, we have infected. And the only way to disinfect is hearing and glorifying Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. There is no other way. Therefore, it is said that it is a very means of conquest. In this beautiful verse, Srila Prabhupada in the very beginning, it is said that it is a very means of conquest. We chant before we start Bhagavatam, we recite these verses. We should understand this meaning of this verse. Here it is said that Narayana namaskritya naram chaiva narotam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayat. Here you can see the translation before reciting Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is the very means of conquest. What is this conquest means? Conquest of the birth, death, disease, old age. Conquest of these infections. Conquest of the signs of material existence. So therefore, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is only means of conquest. Therefore, it is incumbent upon human form of life to daily hear this, very attentively hear and glorify, discuss among devotees. Otherwise, Padma Purāṇa says that it is useless. The human form of life is useless if we do not hear, do not discuss Bhagavatam. It is a pang to the mother's birth. Our birth is a pain or pangs to mother. Usually mother always rejoices when son is birth. But a son who took birth, but he is not reading, he is not discussing, he is not hearing even a single verse. It is said that even a half a verse is sufficient to give us a lot of blessings, lot of mercy. Draw the attention of the Lord. If we do not study Bhagavatam, then it is just we are giving pain to the mother because our birth is useless. Useless. Human form of life is meant to get out from this material ocean. It is stated that this material existence is like a sansara. What is that verse? Sansara sindhum ati dustratam ushchijyar. For a person who is suffering in the fire of countless misery, who desire to cross the insurmountable ocean of material existence. So it is said that it is a suffering of countless misery. an insurmountable ocean. This material existence is compared as a insurmountable ocean. Sansara dava nalanilalo is insurmountable. And Bhagavatam is like a breeze. Padma Purāṇa says that tamadi devam karunanidanam tama tamolavannam sui-avataram. Lord has a incarnation, the book incarnation. That is Bhagavatam, literally incarnation. Apara sansara samudra setum bhajavai Bhagavatam swarupam. So Padma Purāṇa it glorify that this material existence, insurmountable ocean, is compared to insurmountable ocean, and to cross this ocean is very impossible. Mama maya durata is very difficult. But this Bhagavatam appears as a breeze, so that we can easily cross it. Easily crosses. Therefore, it is stated that when Krishna left the world, he has given everything in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam so that we can cross this ocean of material existence. In these beautiful verses, it is stated that when Krishna sodhama pagate, when he wind up his pastimes, he left this beautiful Bhagavatam. Krishna sodhama pagate dharma jnana divisaha kalu nashtar dristamesam purāṇarka adhuna udita. So this Bhagavad Purāṇa is as brilliant as sun. It has arisen just after the departure of Lord Krishna to his own abode, accompanied by religion and knowledge, etc. Person who have lost their vision due to dense darkness of ignorance in the age of Kali shall get the light from this Purāṇa. So it is like as brilliant as sun. And this age of Kali is called darkness age, dark age of Kali, full of hypocrisy, quarrel, dissension, suffering. So, but this Bhagavatam is coming as a brilliant sun to dissipate that ignorance of the darkness, or the darkness of this age of Kali. And Krishna, Prabhupada has written Krishna has given everything. Krishna has given everything in this Bhagavatam. Prabhupada is writing a very beautiful purport. He empowered Srila Vyasadeva through Narada to compile messages of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and thus both Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam are like a torch bearer for the blind people of this age. So this Bhagavatam is a torch bearer for the blind, just like a blind people. They cannot reach the destination. Therefore, Bhagavatam is like a torch bearer. In other words, if a man in this age of Kali want to see the real light of life, they must take these two books only, and their aim of life will be fulfilled. Bhagavad Gita is the preliminary study of Bhagavatam, and Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is sonam banam of life, Lord Sri Krishna personified. See, beautiful word. Prabhupada has given that this Bhagavatam is the sonam banam of life, Lord Sri Krishna personified. He is not different from Lord Krishna. It's the sonam banam of life. There is no difference between Bhagavatam and Krishna. Krishna tulya bhagavata vibu sarva asraya prati shloke prati akhyare nana arthakaye. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself said that Krishna tulya bhagavata. There's a beautiful verses is there. There's a beautiful verses in CC. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that there is no difference between Krishna and the Bhagavatam. 24:318. There's a beautiful verses. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke to the Sanatana Goswami. Krishna tulya bhagavata bhibu sarva asraya prati shloke prati akhyare nana artha kaye. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is as great as Krishna, the Supreme Lord, the shelter of everything. In each and every verse of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and in each and every syllable there are various meanings. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that this Bhagavatam is as great as Krishna. Therefore, Prabhupada is writing in the purport that Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is Sonam Banam of life, Lord Krishna personified, non-different, Sui Avataram. We must therefore accept Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam as the direct representation of Lord Krishna. So you understand the value of Krishna, value of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. One who can see Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam can see Lord Krishna in the person. They are identical. See, how to see Bhagavatam? By hearing, we can see. Similarly, by hearing Bhagavatam, we can see the Krishna in person. Therefore, Prabhupada, see how the mercy of Prabhupada, how much compassion Prabhupada. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is not accessible to the world, but Prabhupada compiled in English, painstakingly, sleepless night, undergoing sleepless night for us. But we are so ungrateful that we have no appetite, we have no interest for reading Bhagavatam, which is the means to immortality, which is the way to immortality, which is the road to Golaka Vrindavan, highest. Because, and also this Bhagavatam cannot be understood, even though compiled in English without Prabhupada, we cannot even understand this. Prabhupada has given the purport, translation, everything. Everything. Otherwise, it's very difficult. So, but we have no interest to hear Bhagavatam. That is our misfortune. That is condemned. That is condemned in every scripture, particularly Padma Purāṇa, very strongly condemned those who have no interest in reading Bhagavatam. So therefore, the Bhagavatam is very important because it's a full of personified of Krishna and full of description of the Krishna. Therefore, by hearing, we can develop the love for Krishna. Bhagavatam is not like Bhagavad Purāṇa is not like other Purāṇa. There may be so many literature, Veda, Vedanta, everything. But it is stated that Bhagavatam is the essence of all the literature. It is said that Sarva Vedanta Saram hi Sri Bhagavatam Ishyate Tad Asamrita Tiptasya Na Yatra Syadrati Kachi. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is declared to be the essence of all Vedanta philosophy. Who has left satisfaction from its nectarian mellow will never be attracted to any other literature. Even the compiler Vyasadeva, after compiling all the literature, he is not satisfied. Therefore, his guru Narad Muni came and asked him to write Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Therefore, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam stands out from every scripture. If you read Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, it is enough. No need to read any kind of other literature. That is enough for us to go back to Godhead, to reach the supreme destination, to become immortal, go back to spiritual world. Why it is so important? Because if it is stated here that Bhagavatam is full of narration, full of narration of the, it is stated here why Bhagavatam is so lofty, because from the beginning to end, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is full of narration of that encourage renunciation of material life, as well as nectarian accounts of Lord Hari transcendental pastime, which give ecstasy to saintly devotee demigod. The Bhagavatam is the essence of all Vedanta philosophy because the subject matter is absolute truth, which, while not different from spirit soul, is ultimate reality, one without a second. The goal of this literature is to exclusive devotional service unto the Supreme Lord. This is what is the goal of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. How to sprout of the exclusive devotional service. It does not deal with the cheating type of religion. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. No. It directly deals with only the pure devotional service to the Supreme Lord Krishna. Therefore, it is lofty, it is exalted, it has got the highest point, to that point that it is not different from Krishna. All other literature deal with dharma, artha, kama, moksha. But here exclusive, dharma projita kaitava. Therefore, rejecting all kind of motivated religion. The Śrīmad Bhāgavatam propound the absolute truth, which is only deals with exclusive devotion to the Supreme Lord. Nothing else, no motivated, unmotivated. Therefore, if we hear Bhagavatam, jasyang bhai shriyamanam Krishna parama puruse bhakti utpadate punsam soko moho bhayapa. So, simply by hearing this Bhagavatam, we will develop that love for Godhead. Therefore, Śrīmad Bhāgavatam glories is unlimited and stands out. Simply by once giving oral reception to this Vedic literature, the feeling for loving devotional service to the Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, sprouts up at once, extinguish fire of lamentation, illusion, fearful. So the love of Godhead we do not now, we have forgotten. Now we are contaminated due to association with the material energy of the Lord. Due to this material existence, our love has been now dormant or covered, clouded. So by hearing Bhagavatam, we can again sprout up that pure love of Godhead. Therefore, Bhagavatam is very stands out. Therefore, the Vyasadeva, the representative of Krishna himself, he compiled this Bhagavatam. Anartha upasamam sakyat bhakti yoga, because all this problem in material existence is superfluous. Material misery of the living entity which are superfluous to him can be directly mitigated by linking process of devotional service. But the mass people do not know this. Therefore, learned Vyasadeva compiled this Vedic literature which is in relation to the Supreme Truth. They do not know. By Bhakti Yoga, we can go back to Godhead. We can stop these miseries. And this Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is full of narration and it will invoke the Bhakti. It will sprout up the Bhakti whosoever reads. Whosoever reads. Therefore, it is very, very, it is very, very important literatures. By hearing this literature, all our inauspiciousity, all our frailties, all our contamination will purify and sprouting of the love of Godhead. There is a very nice story in this regard of glories of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. One time Narada Muni passes by Vrindavan. He saw the Bhakti Devi is crying. He told, why you were crying? No, you saw my two sons are become old. They were all fainted and they are very old looking old. Who are the two sons? The Jnana and Vairagya. So Bhakti Devi then Narada Muni said, never mind, I will make them wake up. So Narada Muni chanted so many verses from Vedas, Vedanta, but still they could not get up. Then there is a real message come that, dear Narada, if you recite Bhagavatam, and these two son of Bhakti Devi can be awakened. So then Narada Muni took them to the Haridwar or Kumaras, Sanat Kumar, he is speaking Bhagavatam. So by hearing, the Narada Muni recites them, the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, and the jnāna-virāga awaken. So bhakti means, Śrīmad Bhāgavatam means there is a bhakti, also that bhakti also is accompanied with jnana and vairagya. If somebody claims that I have only bhakti but no jnana vairagya, that is sentimental. Therefore, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam will give you bhakti plus jnana and vairagya also. Foreground of bhakti with jnana and vairagya. That is real bhakti. Therefore, it is vaiṣṇavānāṁ priya. All the devotees, they like it. Why? Because it is amalaṁ, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam purāṇam amalaṁ, yad vaiṣṇavānāṁ priyam yasmin paramahaṁsyam ekam amalaṁ jñānaṁ parama gīyate tatra jñāna-virāga-bhakti-sahitaṁ naiṣkarmyam āviskṛtaṁ tas śravanam su-paṭhanam vicāraṇam paro bhaktyā vimucyen naraḥ. So this Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is a spotless Purāṇa. When you say spotless Purāṇa means it has no spot, it is not motivated by jnana, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. It is exclusively pure devotional service, deals with pure devotional service to the Supreme Lord. Therefore, it is most dear to Vaiṣṇava because it describes pure and supreme knowledge of paramahaṁsa. This Bhagavatam reveals the means for becoming free from material work together with process of transcendental knowledge and renunciation and devotion. See, three things it will give: bhakti along with knowledge and renunciation. Bhakti, jnana, vairagya. Anyone who seriously try to understand Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, who properly hears and chant it with devotion, become completely liberated. That is enormous benefit. One has to seriously hear and glorify this Bhagavatam. Prabhupada therefore says that one has to attentively hear this Bhagavatam. Therefore, he introduced every morning when our mind is so in mode of goodness, very enlivening. Prabhupada introduced this Bhagavatam class every morning so that we can observe, assimilate this literature and perfect our life. Perfect our life. Therefore, this Bhagavatam is very, very important book of literature, and its glories has been described in many literature, even in other literature like Padma Purāṇa, very elaborately and vividly describes, outline the glories very elaborately in Padma Purāṇa. Therefore, when Parikshit Maharaj was caused to die within 7 days by Takshaka snake, the death-bound king approached he gave up everything, his kingdom, his wife and children, because 7 days we are going to die. So he gave up and took shelter of bank of Ganges. That time a young devotee of the Krishna came, Sukadev Goswami, and he asked that a person who is about to die, what is his duty? So Sukadev Goswami recited this Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. He told that hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the utmost duty of every human being. And within 7 days, Parikshit Maharaj heard, and he became fearless. Soko moho bhayo upaya. All his lamentation, bhaya and illusion has gone. Not only that, sprout of he is now meditating, absorbed in the meditation of the Lord Krishna pastime. Sprout of the love for Krishna. And when Takshaka came and killed, and he went back to Godhead. He went back to Godhead. Therefore, it is a way to immortality. And we do not know, we have no notice period. Parikshit Maharaj was blessed, actually. He knew beforehand, he got the notice beforehand that he has got 7 days. We do not know any moment we can, Prabhupada used to say, any moment we can die. Therefore, we should hear Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Every day one should hear. Every day, without fail, at least one sloka. It is stated that even a person who is hearing and half a sloka every day, he will get the enormous benefit. Here it is said that when a people properly glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead or simply hear about His power, the Lord personally enters their hearts and cleanses away every trace of misfortune. Just as sun removes darkness or as powerful as drive away the cloud. Those words describing the glories of all famous personality of Godhead are attractive, relisable, ever fresh. Indeed, such words are perpetual festival for the mind. They dry up the ocean of misery. So in these verses it is said that anybody who hears even a half of this sloka, they say that even half of this sloka one hears, so he will get all this all the benefit. One who with undeviating attention constantly recites this literature at every moment of every hours, as well as one who faithfully hears even one verse or a half a verse or a single line, even a half a line, certainly purifies his very self. However, this is the enormous purifying potency of Srimad Bhagavatam. Even a half a verse, half a sloka, just like they used to say, apple a day make the doctor at bay. Half a sloka makes the misery at bay. That is Bhagavatam. Therefore, Prabhupada is very, how much Prabhupada is merciful. He presented this Bhagavatam to us. And if we do not study Bhagavatam, it is a colossal loss for us. Colossal loss. Because bhakti is the only way we can go back to Golaka. Why Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam? Why the topics I entitled as a Road to Golaka Vrindavan? Because Road to Golaka Vrindavan is only bhakti. Without bhakti, we cannot go back to Godhead. Krishna himself say all the scriptures declared very categorically, bhaktyā māṁ abhijananti javan jachasami. Only by bhakti. Bhaktir mamorjita. Only by bhakti only we can go back to Godhead. There is no other process we can go back. And to sprout up that bhakti, we have to constantly hear Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Constantly. Therefore, it is the injunction, incumbent. In these beautiful verses, he says that one must do this. Sinmantam sadhaya nityam, grinantascha sestitam, kalena nati dirghena bhagavana visate hudi. Everybody want to approach Krishna. But by hearing Bhagavatam, Krishna was attracted. He will come, approach us and take shelter in our heart. That is the glories of Bhagavatam. So here it is stated here that person who hears Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam regularly are always taking the matter very seriously, will have the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna manifested in their heart within short time. Tatakhinat kirtitivi susrivi tat ishvara avarudyate sarvahudesu avarudyate. So Krishna will immediately, in a very short time, he will come and take shelter in our heart, compacted in our heart. That means he will enter and lock the door. You do not want to go out, get out, because Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is so sweet, so enduring that Krishna also, it attracts Krishna. Hari Katha attracts Hari. And Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is full of narration of Hari Katha. And is also pure devotees. So many devotees are there. Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj. Here it is Prabhupada writing very nicely. See, chief devotee or materialistic devotee of the Lord are very much desirous to see the Lord personally without meeting the requisite qualification. Such third grade devotees should know well that material attachment and seeing the Lord face to face cannot go together. It is not such a mechanical process that a professional Bhagavatam reciter can do the job on behalf of third grade materialistic pseudo devotee. The professional men are useless in this connection because they are neither self-realized nor interested in the liberation of the audience. They are simply interested in maintaining the material establishment of family attachment, earning some material benefit out of the profession. Maharaj Parikshit had no more than 7 days to live. But for others, Maharaj Parikshit personally recommend that one hear Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam regularly nityam. This verse is actually spoken by the Parikshit Maharaj. Always by one's own effort. always by one's own effort, with serious devotion also. That will help one to see Lord Krishna manifested in one's heart within no time. The pseudo devotee, however, is very anxious to see the Lord according to his whims, not making any serious effort to hear Bhagavatam regularly with detachment from material benefit. That is not the way recommended by an authority like Maharaj Parikshit, who heard and benefited by hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Very beautifully, Prabhupada purport. So therefore one should be nityam, very seriously one should hear. Result of hearing what is pravishta kannarandhrena swanam bhava saruram dhunati samalam krishna salilasya jathasarat. So Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is sound incarnation of the Lord Krishna, the Supreme Soul, enter into the heart of self-realized devotee, sits on the lotus flower of his loving relationship, thus cleanses the dust of material association such as lust, anger, hankering. Thus it acts like autumnal rains of the pool's muddy water. That means when you hear Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, it's like Krishna will enter through our ears to our heart. And any kind of inauspicity, the Maya has captured our heart. In our conditioning stage, Maya has captured our heart and put a great wall of China, great wall of lust, anger, greed, envy, jealousy. So when we hear Bhagavatam, Krishna comes, enter and trespasses the wall and destroy it, because Krishna is a thief, a greatest thief. Choragraganyam. A thief knows how to trespass. So Krishna being a greatest thief, when you hear Bhagavatam, he will enter to our heart captured by Maya and do a surgical strike and destroy all the wall and sit there. So therefore, Hari Katha attracts Hari. Therefore, Bhagavatam hearing is so important for our purification, for Krishna to come. Usually, thief does not need an invitation to come. But as soon as here, we do not need to invite Krishna. Krishna is a thief, he doesn't need our invitation. As soon as we hear Bhagavatam, Krishna will come without any invitation also and destroy all our enemy in the form of Maya. That is the enormous gargantuan benefit of hearing Bhagavatam. To such extent that the Sanat Kumaras, they spoke Bhagavatam to Narada Muni. And he spoke he was narrating a beautiful story. I'll make it cut short, that there was a Brahmana named Atmadev. He did not have son. And he prayed. He was crying and requesting. One time he met a great sage, he requesting. And sage told that you are not destined to have a son. Why you are insisting? No, I want son. Because son is important, Shraddha ceremony. There are two kinds of son. One is son means putra. In Sanskrit and English, there is a different. Son is son. Either he is a elder son, younger son, a good son, a bad son. But in Sanskrit, it is different. Putra means who can deliver the father from the womb. There is a hell called womb. He is called son, earth son, good son, putra. Another kind of son is mutra. Mutra means urine place. Very abominable. Therefore, everybody wants a son, putra. So he was requesting this sage that I want a son. The sage, by his yogic process, he gave one fruit. He asked that you go and give to your wife. His wife is atheist, not interested in all this religiosity. So he gave this fruits to his cow. And he himself pretending to be pregnant. At the time of delivery, And the same time, his sister also is a pregnant, and she borrowed or adopted his sister's son. And the fruits was taken by a cow, and cow also gave birth a very religious son, very devoted son. His name is Gokanna, because his ear is like a cow. And this is wife of Atmadev, Dhunduli. He gave birth to a very abominable son, Mutra. His name is Dhundukari. In course of, because of Dhundukari is a Mutra who is very abominable, his father left and went to forest. And this abominable son, Dhundukari, he was mixing with prostitute. He brought 5-6 prostitutes, throw away his mother, father, and brought 5 prostitutes and living with them. And to maintain them, he was stealing from the king also, king palace. But this prostitute, one day they thought of that if the Dhundukari is caught by the king men, we all will be implicated. So therefore, let us kill him. So they killed him and left the place. Then when the other son, which is a very putra, which is a very good son, whose name is Gokanna, he came and he did the Sardha ceremony. And he came to the house, he heard a voice of his brother. He told, please help me because I am become a ghost. How he become a ghost? I have already did your Sradha. No, he told, I did very abominable activities, abominable sin, therefore I am a ghost. Please deliver me. And this Gokanna recited Bhagavatam for 7 days. And this abominable son, Mutra or Dhundukari, he was delivered. That means Bhagavatam has a power to even deliver a ghost. What to speak of a human being? That is the power of Bhagavatam. Therefore, it is called Vaiṣṇavānāṁ priya. It is called the road to Golaka Vrindavan. It is the best of literature. Jivero nistara lagi. To deliver the conditioned soul, this Bhagavatam is compiled. Vyasa Kaile Sutra. See, our acharyas, they were very much fond of hearing Bhagavatam. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu every day used to go to afternoon when he was in Puri to Gadadhar Pandit at Tota Gopinath and hear Bhagavatam. Every day. And Sanatana Goswami, every day he will read. Sanatana Goswami glorify very nicely. Paramananda Pathaya. It's a Paramananda Patha. It's not like, oh, it's so much boring. No. Paramananda Pathaya. Prati Akhyare Prema Barsai. Every language, every syllables, it will rain of love of God. Therefore, he tells that it has to be studied by everyone. Everyone should study this literature. And it is our friend, it is our guide. Matta parama bandhu, matta guide, my philosophy or my guide, my teacher is Bhagavatam. It will make those who are Nicha means very abominable or very low class, they make it higher, exalted. Nicha uchchata karo. It will make them great by reading Bhagavatam. Therefore, Sukadev Goswami say that therefore everybody should read this literature. Everyone. Tasma sarvatma rajan hari sarvatra sarvada sruteva kititevasa smrateva bhaga bhagavananinnam. O King, is therefore essential that every human being hear about, glorify, remember Supreme Lord, Personality of God, always and everywhere. Everywhere, always, everybody should hear this Bhagavatam, which is full of glories. And those who drink through oral reception, fully filled with the nectarian message of Lord Krishna, the beloved of devotees, purify the polluted aim of life known as material enjoyment. Thus go back to Godhead, to the lotus feet of Him, the personality of Godhead. So here it is very important. So today title is that by hearing Bhagavatam, what happened? It purifies the polluted aim of life known as material enjoyment. Because we have turned away from the Lord, come to this material world, undergoing severe undergoing a very obnoxious material life for the sake of little bit of material enjoyment. And this Bhagavatam hearing will purify that polluted aim of life and enable us to make us eligible to go back to Godhead. Therefore, this is called a road to Golaka Vrindavan. It is known as road to Golaka Vrindavan. In 13th chapter of Bhagavatam, there is a glorification of this glorification of Bhagavatam has been given very nicely. It is said that all other Puranic scriptures shine forth in assembly of saintly devotee. Only as long as great ocean of nectar, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is not heard. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the essence of all Vedanta philosophy. One who has felt satisfaction from his nectarian well will never be attracted to any other literature. Just as the Ganga is the greatest of all rivers, Lord Achyuta, the supreme among deities, Lord Shambhu is the greatest of Vaiṣṇavas, so Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is the greatest of all Purāṇas. O Brahmana, in the same way, the city of Kashi is unexcelled among holy places. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is supreme among all Purāṇas. I offer my respectful obeisances to Hari. So here it is said that by this Purāṇa is so important that it is so important that even though by hearing this only by Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, it will make us go back to Godhead. So therefore, this Bhagavat Purāṇa is the highest truth. In the beginning of the Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva has given very nice glories of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, that dharma projita kaitava atram parama nirmassaranam satam vedyam vastavam atra vastu sivadam tapatroyamulanam Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam mahamuni kirte kimba paririshwara sadhya udaya avaruddhate tatra kirtitivi susuvita takyanat. It is said that completely rejecting all religious activity which are materially motivated, this Bhagavat Purāṇa propound the highest truth, which is the understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. This is not meant for materialistic motivated devotee. The highest truth is reality distinguished from the illusion for the welfare of all. Such truth approves the threefold of misery. It will uproot all this tapatroya. This beautiful Bhagavatam compiled by great sage Vyasadeva in his maturity is sufficient in itself for God realization. There is no need of any other literature. What is the need of any other scripture? As soon as one attentively, submissively hears the message of Bhagavatam, by this culture of knowledge, Supreme Lord is established within this heart in a short time. Tatakyanat means immediately actually. That is the beauty of Bhagavatam. That is the uniqueness, unique importance of Bhagavatam as compared to other literature. Therefore, the Vyasadeva is inviting everyone, the compiler, the author, inviting that nigama kalpatarul galitam phalam sukamukhad amrita darbya samjutam pivatam bhagavatam rasam malayam muhura rasika bhuvi bhavuko. Therefore, he is inviting everyone, please come and release this Bhagavatam. Please come, whether you are liberated, not liberated, please come. Because it is the ripened fruit of the Vedas. Therefore, it is very releasable. And it is taught by the Sukadev Goswami. Therefore, just like a fruit, when it is taught by the parrot, it is more tastier. Similarly, Bhagavatam, when it is spoken by the Sukadev Goswami, it is more releasable. Just like Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, when it is purported by Prabhupada, it is very understandable. Otherwise, how we can understand this? Nirmas-sararam satam. This is for the paramahaṁsya sangitam. It is paramahamsa for the meant for paramahamsa sangitam. It is not meant for us. We cannot understand. But this is the compassion. This is the compassion, unbounded compassion. Causeless compassion of Prabhupada that made us to understand this Bhagavatam. Therefore, he has compassionately, painstakingly, he has compiled this Bhagavatam for our benefit. So we should take the advantages of Bhagavatam and daily read Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. That is the medicine. By hearing this Bhagavatam every day, nasta price of all our inauspicious, all our attachment will go away, will vanish. Nasta price of abhadresu. Nityam Bhagavati Uttama Sloke. Bhaktir Bhavati Naiṣkarmyam. Then bhakti will sprout up. Very bhakti means, naiṣkarmyam means fixed up. Determination. Full of determination. Bhakti is firm bhakti. It's not like seki. Fixed up bhakti. Bhakti will be fixed up. So therefore, we should be sincere, serious, acknowledge the outstanding contribution of Srila Prabhupada and our predecessor Acharya, who has contributed, who has kindly, compassionately compiled this Bhagavatam for our understanding. We can release this hearing, then we will realize Bhagavatam. We will have Krishna face to face and go back to Godhead. This is the only way, only road to go back to Golaka. On this note, we will end this very introductory session, and every Thursday we will continue the Bhagavatam study chapter wise, very chapter wise, very thematic way. So by hearing every day, we will make our bhakti very condensed and concentrated. Antara Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Hari Hari.